Good morning, everyone. This is your teacher Tushar Agarwal here with again that we are continuing the chapter Social Impacts of IT. Now, friends, we have discussed so far what are the social impacts, what are digital footprints. There are two types of digital footprints, active and passive. Now, there are examples of active and passive, how digital footprints are being used for marketing purpose, how we should care about our managing digital footprints, netiquettes, then about do's and don'ts of the netiquettes, then about data protection, why data protection, what are the consequences of unprotected data, then how we protect our personal data online, then intellectual property rights, what are the acts in the now. Today we are going to study about the plagiarism. Friends, might be this is a new term for you, plagiarism. Now, what is a plagiarism? Plagiarism is just like copying the idea, copying the anything like multimedia, sound or creative expression that belongs to own. Okay, it means अगर हम बात करें Latin word है plagare, जिससे आया है plagiarism. It means to kidnap or to abduct. Means we have taken it from somebody else. The property trespassing is there. But now I will go to the technical language. Now plagiarism is the act of presenting the words, the ideas, images, sounds or the creative expression of others as it is your own creation. Means the work done by the other should be shown by you and it is known as plagiarism. Now the word plagiarism is derived from the Latin word plagiaria, which means to kidnap or to abduct. In diagram I can show you the control and paste, copy and paste. This is not about like plagiarism. Now why is it important to understand plagiarism, students? This is important क्योंकि हम किसी को copy कर रहे हैं, because it is just the stealing of one's intellectual property. Now plagiarism is related to intellectual property. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, हम लोग intellectual property को चुरा रहे हैं. Plagiarism is cheating. It is an academic offense, an academic theft, because we are just taking the ideas, the words, the sounds of others and predicting that it's ours. It is the huge stealing or theft, or I say the robbery of intellectual property. It comes under offense. It is cheating. It is an academic offense, academic theft. Now there are two types of plagiarism. One is intentional and the other one is unintentional. Now intentional plagiarism means intention. So there are two types of plagiarism, intentional and unintentional. Intentional plagiarism means copying others' work. Borrowing assignments means we have taken somebody else, cut it, copy paste and used it as it is ours, such as downloading text, essays from the internet and presenting as our own work. This is an offense. Now unintentional plagiarism, not knowing how to acknowledge or incorporate sources of information through proper paraphrasing, summarizing and quotation, careless copying or cutting and posting on electronic databases, quoting exclusively, failure to use your own voice. It is unintentional because one is not capable of doing everything. So what he does, he used to borrow it from some other and use it as its own. So friends, this is two kinds of plagiarism. One is intentional, other one is unintentional. First we will go through the intentional plagiarism, copying others' work, borrowing or buying assignments, cut paste from electronic resources, downloading essays or text from the internet and presenting as they are your own work. Now unintentional plagiarism, not knowing how to acknowledge or incorporate sources of information through proper paraphrasing, summarizing and quotations, careless copying or cutting and pasting from electronic database, quoting excessively, failure to use our own voice. Now the next step is how to avoid plagiarism. Friends, plagiarism is all about our own ideas. If we use our own ideas, try to write our own language, cite the sources when we will take someone else's ideas. Just like our projects that we will refer where the references are made. So we can write the sources, rewrite other ideas in your own words, take careful notes from the other ideas, develop your writing skills. So friends, if you will go for higher studies or projects, plagiarism plays an important role, because in universities, when you are doing your project work or thesis work or dissertation, they should comply with the plagiarism. If you check for the plagiarism, if it is certain or beyond limit, then they will just fail the student in that. So how to avoid plagiarism? Use your own ideas, cite the sources. When someone else's ideas are used, always acknowledge the sources and tell your reader where the ideas are from. Rewrite others' idea in your own words, take careful notes, develop your writing skills. Now next is software license. This might be a new thing, that software license, we have to purchase, to drive software we need a license. Okay, so software license is a document that provides legally binding guidelines to a person who holds it for use and distribution of software. For example, if I will talk about Microsoft Windows, which is a very good example of it. Windows is a licensed software. You have to purchase it to use it. But what is going on? Everybody is having crack or open version of Microsoft Windows, which they are using at various places. It is typically provide end users with the right to make one or more copies of the software without violating copyrights. Means if you have purchased a license or you have a license, then only owner can allow you to make it copies according to the agreement. It also defines the responsibilities of the parties entering into the license agreement and may impose instructions on how the software can be used. If I will talk about Microsoft Windows is not an open source, means the coding of software license is not with us. So software licensing terms and conditions usually include fair use of software and the limitations of liability, warranties, disclaimers, and protections. Now friends, software license is important because anybody can claim that we are using this without their consent or without any agreement with the company or the developer of the particular software. So now, what are the benefits of using licensed software? Using unlicensed software is an offense that is against the law of any country. The right software license can save our money. We can receive round-the-clock license support. Yes, this is very much important. If we have crack or duplicate version, not the original version of any software, then it will not be updated regularly for the use. If we have original, we can ask the customer care centers or the support centers to support us with the related inquiries. So friends, this is very much important, and everybody should buy software license. Now, what is software copyright? Software is used by developers or software companies. There are friends, before मैं इसको हिंदी में एक्सप्लेन करना चाहूँगा थोड़ा सा. सॉफ्टवेयर कॉपीराइट का मतलब है कि जिसने सॉफ्टवेयर को डेवलप किया वो अपने नाम पे इसको रखना चाहता है. Now software copyright is used by the software developers, software companies, proprietary software companies to prevent the unauthorized copying of their softwares. Right? Means कि कोई भी उसको use ना कर पाए without their permission or license agreement. Free and open source licenses can also rely on copyright law to enforce their terms. Right? So friends, what is software copyright? Software copyright is used by the software developers, okay, software companies, proprietary softwares, and these to prevent the unauthorized copying of their software. Okay, now so friends, this must be clear, right? So now, reason for copyright. So reason for copyrighting our software, our work is an asset. Yes, whatever we are doing, that includes a lot of hard work, smart work, etc. So our work or software development is an asset to any company, any particular freelancer software. It protects our rights, that we are the owners of the software developed. It protects our software structures. It protects software code, sequencing and organization. It enhances it protects software code, sequencing and organization. It enhances protection against the license agreements. So next, the difference between the licensing and copy. Friends, copyright is a type of intellectual property protection and licensing is a kind of risk control measure. The first difference, it is a type of protection, it is a kind of control measure that can be applied to control copyright loss exposure. So the licensor or the copyright owner means copyright owner can grant the permission that usually takes the form of a licensing agreement to use its copyrighted material. Free and open source software known as FOSS. FOSS is a kind of software that allows user to not only freely run the program for any purpose but also provides users access to its source code. Moreover, it also allows us to modify as we wish as well as freely distribute copies of the original version or their altered version. Means free and open source. Friends, there are two things, free and open source. Free softwares are those softwares which are available free of cost, but their modification is not allowed. We can use them freely, but their modification is not allowed. Now the next thing is open source software. Open source softwares are those which are freely available and whose coding can be modified according to one's requirement. So FOSS, we have combined both the things. Free and open source software means it's a kind of software that allows user not only to freely run the program for any purpose but also provides access to its source code. Moreover, it also allows us to modify as we wish as well as freely distribute copies of the original version. For example, Linux. Linux is an open source. Following criteria must be met for FOSS. Source code must be included, that the source code should be provided along with the documentation or the other parts. Anyone must be allowed to modify. Modified versions can be redistributed over the internet, over the electronic media. The license must not require the exclusion of other. Means the license के अंदर हमारा ये ना हो कि हम दूसरे वर्जन को यूज नहीं कर सकते या डेवलप नहीं कर सकते. It must be free. So there is a criteria for FOSS. Source code must be included. Anyone must be allowed to modify the source code. Modified versions can be redistributed. The license must not require the exclusion of other. It must be free. Now next is example of free and open source software. First as operating system, Linux, Ubuntu, Fedora, Unix as DBMS, MySQL which we are studying, MongoDB and SQLite. As programming language, we are having Java, PHP, Python which we are using. As internet browser, Chromium, Firefox, Apache, Google Chrome, Apache Tomcat. There are so many things which are available free of cost. Now we will go into types of software based on their use. Free softwares are those which are freely available, accessible, freely used, changed, improvised, copied and distributed. It provides all type of freedom. The term free means freedom at little or very little or no cost. The source code is also available with the free software. Now next is open source software. Open source software can be freely used, changed, improved, copied and redistributed, but it may have some cost for the media and support for further development. Source code is also available with open source systems. So it can be modified and redistributed with some guidelines. The license may restrict source code from being distributed and modification to maintain the author's integrity. A software which is free as well as open is called free open source software and free libre and open source software FLOSS. Now types of software. First one is proprietary software. Proprietary term comes from the commerce, that it is freely neither open nor freely available. It belongs to one and it has cost to be paid. Now next is freeware. Now these are available free of cost. They can be copied, distributed, but no modification is allowed. Shareware, they are freely used, copied and distributed for a certain period of time. After expiry, you have to purchase or uninstall them. So there are three: proprietary, freeware, and shareware.